Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Welcome to the Dr. Dex podcast. I'm accompanied by Mr. DJ Studio Man. Can't see him. Can you hear him?
Yes.
Yes, there he is. And our guest this week is Mr. Mike Malkin from Malkin and Daughters.
Yes.
Yes, Malkin and Daughters. So a clever, cunning, coy way to spin off the and Sons thing, right?
Yes. Yeah. That was my parents' company was Malkin and Sons. And
was
then,
it?
Yeah. They,
okay. So explain.
So I worked for them. I mean, they started it in probably 1990, I think, is when they started Malkin and Sons, and it was a door installation company for Home Depot. And,
really?
So we had. They started with 1 or 2 stores down the road, and then when I got into it, I think we were up to 30 Home Depots at the time. So.
Wow.
It was a lot, yeah.
Wow.
And then,
so were they like the local preferred installer for Home Depot then?
Exclusive, yeah. Yeah, there was 30, at the height of it, 35 Home Depots, and we were the only people in there doing doors. So entries, patios, interiors, storm doors, at one point bulkheads. And we dabbled into kitchens and whatnot too around like 2008 when things got kind of hard.
Yeah.
And
the crash.
that kind of helped us like float through that. But
oh, nice.
Yeah. I always thought my company would be Malkin and Sons, and then
you had a bunch of daughters.
I had 2 daughters. Yeah. And my parent and the company. Well, the company actually kind of dissolved a little before that, but yeah, I had girls.
We'll get into that in a little bit. So, Mike, you told me just right before we came on that you're down in Florida.
Yes, I'm doing some work down here.
But where are you based out of?
I'm based out of Danvers, Massachusetts. So about 20 minutes north of Boston if you're driving not in the traffic, which.
So it's kind of snowing there right now, right?
Snowing a lot, yeah. Yeah,
probably rather be in Florida.
The day I left, we got 2 feet of snow, just about. Ooh. So I finished shoveling out, snow blowing my driveway, and then kissed the wife and kids and hit the road.
Okay. So you came to Florida. What part of Florida are you at?
I'm in St. Pete right now.
All right. So how long of a drive was that?
It took about a week. I took my time though. I stopped in a few places, saw some people, some other builders that I've met through, through Instagram and stuff, and spent a day on a couple jobs. It was fun. It's cool time.
Okay. And then what are you doing down in Florida?
Right now, I'm building a ground level deck for my aunt. She really needed it, so just worked out. We're not ideal building time up near me, and able to get down here.
So did you pack all your tools and everything and haul everything down there?
Oh yeah, I drove the whole van down with everything.
Wow. All right. Wow. Lucky aunt.
Yeah. Come getting the cousins too after IBS. I'll be here all month. So
oh wow,
I'm working
okay.
here, then I'm heading over to IBS next week.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And awesome. Then back here again after for another job for my cousins.
Okay. All right. Knocking down. Is the wife coming or the kids coming for the IBS? Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, they will be flying in on Tuesday, I want to say. And I cannot wait. That'll be awesome.
That is awesome.
It's been
totally awesome.
It's been a long week and a half so far.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
When you're not used to being away from your family, it can be tough.
Yeah, it's never easy. Never easy.
All right, so what we like to do here at the DDP, like that,
Doctor,
until he doesn't listen to the podcast, he doesn't watch the videos, he doesn't look at the titles, because I've been calling it DDP since the beginning.
Have you really?
A year ago.
Oh man, I'm humbled.
That's devastating to me.
No, Calvin, I think that's where I figured it out from. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, if you live it, you don't have to watch it, right? You know what happens.
Kinda.
I live it twice. I record it and then I edit the whole thing.
Yeah, he really doesn't want to watch it, but I feel like I already know the people a little bit, but that's okay. No, I actually do watch a lot of the episodes.
Yeah.
But sometimes
I don't believe
Sometimes I don't mind listening to myself, but sometimes I'm like, oh, who is this guy? Just get him out of here.
I hate hearing my own voice. I always
Yeah,
have.
you got to get
So.
over it. If you're going to be on social media, you got to
You know
deal
what?
with it.
I don't hate it so much anymore, I guess, now that you say
Good for
that.
you.
But
Yeah.
I guess I never
You,
really.
you
Yeah,
shall
I used
overcome.
to. Yeah. I used to
You
make a
shall
lot of
overcome
skateboard
it, yeah.
videos when I was younger, and
Oh, yeah?
I always hated when it caught me
Okay.
talking on camera.
We're going to talk about that. But
Okay.
before we do, yeah, so I don't even know where I was going with that until I looked at Calvin and I was like, the DDP.
You thought you were so clever.
I thought I was being cunning. Yeah. Okay, so where did you grow up, Mike?
Danvers, Mass. New England. North Shore, it's called. The North Shore of Boston.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys like lobster up there?
I kind of like lobster.
Kind of like it? Or you really like
I kind of like it. I
Kinda
don't
like
like it. I don't like it a wicked lot, but I like it.
Yeah, a wicked. Oh, you said wicked. Okay. so I'll be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of a foodie.
Yeah.
One year we went out to dinner for Thanksgiving, right? And we went to this really fine place, fine seafood restaurant. We get really good seafood where I live too.
Yeah.
And it's called the Lobster Shop. I'm like, yeah, let's go to the Lobster Shop for Thanksgiving dinner. I'm in. And they gave you all these options for like, what do you want for your Thanksgiving dinner? And they had two options for lobster. They had, Maine lobster. And then like, I don't know where it was from. The other one was like, maybe it was a warm water or Australian or something like that.
Like a rock lobster.
And I looked at the waitress. I'm like, I'll have each. And because I wanted to taste the difference. Okay. How often in your life do you get to do that, right?
No, could you?
I did. Of course you can. You
Yeah.
can do anything.
No, I mean, could you taste the difference?
Oh, dude.
I'm assuming you got both lobsters. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I was told that I would enjoy the Maine lobster more.
Of course. It's probably
And
sweeter.
that was, yes, it was divine.
Yeah.
It was so good. And you could definitely taste the difference. So I got to give you props, man. You guys have the best lobster I've ever had.
I've never caught one, but I don't want to take credit for it.
The lobster rolls are pretty good there, though.
Yeah.
And then I was up at Cape Cod.
Expensive.
I was up at yeah, well, everything, I suppose, has a price.
Yeah. Well, Matt,
Yeah. So anyway, so you grew up in, I'm sorry, where?
Danvers, Massachusetts. Yep.
Yep. So what was like grade school and junior high school like for you?
I mean, I didn't like school that much. I don't remember ever being like crazy about being in school. I like playing with my friends and goofing off, but like the classroom part was never for me.
Yeah. So like junior high, were you into sports at all, music or anything like that?
No. By junior high, I had probably quit. I think baseball was the only sport I really stuck with through like 5 years old to maybe 13, and that's when I started skateboarding, and then that kind of that took everything over.
I mean, that should be a high school or junior high and high school sport, really.
Oh,
it really
definitely.
should.
I mean, well, it's in the Olympics now, so yeah.
Right? Come on now. All you school districts out there.
But then it'd have to be like an organized thing, and you'd get, I don't know. It's like half the thing we loved about it was there was no, there's no rules to it. There's no
anarchy.
Yeah, kind of. In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. We've had a couple other skateboarders on the podcast, and most of them, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but a lot of them were like drug fueled or alcohol fueled or whatever.
So I not to get into that, but I grew up skating with Garrett Davis.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I know him from, he was from Maine. He was about 2 hours away, but yeah, we were good buddies back in the day, and now we're good buddies again. Through all this stuff. So it's pretty cool. We lost touch for a while, but we're back.
It's kind of ironic because now he's back up north and now you're down south for a minute. And
yeah, we've been talking. It's funny. I've a lot of, how do I say this without getting people mad at me? A lot of Florida jokes, I guess, going on between me and him right now.
Sure, I bet. And it's okay. Yeah. That's the thing is like, we just want you to be you, bro. And you can be as open or as closed as you want. Obviously it's I'm a
little too open sometimes. My wife's worried about that.
Save that for the bonus episode.
Yeah.
How many bonus episode how many Patreons do we have now, Calvin?
Last I checked it was 10.
Oh, we're still at 10, huh? We're stuck at 10.
Well, I think you told me 6 before, so that's good.
Well, we did. We gained 4 from, I think, because I was kind of promoting it through stories, through Sunday stories. I know. Yeah. It takes me about a year to do anything, son.
Yep.
Yeah, hear you.
Yep. DDP. I think
The
that's
only
gonna- that's
reason
gonna
I'm
be
giving him shit is because he's my father. Okay.
Hey, put a mark on that.
I
You
give
don't
you
tell
guys
me what to
credit
do.
for doing
I'm
this.
leaving that one in.
Me and my dad wouldn't make it 5 minutes on this before we'd be fighting. I don't think so. You guys are
Calvin,
doing good.
actually, Calvin's really awesome, man. He's awesome
Yeah.
to work with. He's great. He's great for traveling. When we
Yeah.
do, we haven't traveled together a lot lately, but he's a rock star, man. I
Yeah.
couldn't do any of this without him. I never give him enough credit. Calvin, thank you so much. DJ Studio Man, give him a follow. Buy a ring from him. Anybody out there that's into that jewelry? He makes some really cool stuff.
All right, on with it.
Dinosaur bones,
Get
and
on with
meteorites, and
I'm gonna check
Clock-
them out right after this.
watch parts.
Go.
All right.
I'm with all girls, so I'll get them some rings.
Hey, they're into Pokemon. If they're into Pokemon, he
Not
makes
yet.
some cool. Not
Not
yet.
yet, really. I don't know.
They will be.
I'll probably like. Dude,
It's
you need to make
eventually.
some of those dinosaur hunting. No, what are they called? The girls, demon hunters. Make some demon hunter rings.
Yeah, you make some of those, they'll buy them. K-pop
There you
Demon
go.
Hunters.
There's
I
your
might buy
K-pop.
one even.
Yeah,
Okay.
K-pop, all the way. All right, so everybody needs to listen up. I'm sick, so just be
Sorry to hear
patient with
that.
me. If I get dizzy or goofy, it's because I'm just probably not feeling.
It's better content, is what that he means.
Yes. All right. Enough about me, Mike. This is all about you, brother.
Okay.
So you got what? How old were you when you got your first skateboard? What made you think about, man, I want a skateboard?
That's it was probably 12 and a half maybe. I was hanging out at one of my best friend Matt's house, and I was on a Razor scooter, and I had
Okay.
a skateboard with me too. And he had always skateboarded, like he wouldn't have been caught dead on a scooter. And I was like, hey man, like should I like try getting the scooter stuff, or should I get into skateboarding? And he was like, oh, like definitely get into skateboarding. And then that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I started skateboarding that day, and that was like my life through like 19, probably 18, 19 or so.
Oh,
for
that's
like
serious, bro.
5, 6 years.
Okay.
And I still always did, but yeah, just
Let's get into some of the technicalities of this. Like,
Yeah.
how often were you breaking decks?
in the very beginning, not that often. Once I started
Mhm.
getting ballsy and jumping down big sets of stairs and rails, like pretty often.
Yeah.
I never had like a skateboard sponsorship or anything
Ah.
to get like free decks. I was good, but I wasn't that good. Like
Uh-huh.
I might have been flow for like this place called Ski Market at one point. I got free decks like here and there, but I never had like I was always jealous of the guys with a constant hookup of free decks.
Of course.
Because sometimes it was cool just to break your deck after you landed a cool trick, or like getting mad and breaking your deck was a big thing. That was like we justified it by saying that was like how you get not mad, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
you release the anger back into the board, and then you break it, and then it goes back to the
sometimes
the
yeah.
spirit world. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
So was there a certain setup? Now we're gonna get into some things I don't know anything about. So if I
Okay.
just sound like I'm talking out my butt, because I am.
Yeah. Okay.
So like trucks and wheels and bearings, like how important is all that stuff to the actual assembly of the board and how you ride and that kind of thing?
So it's all gonna work together.
So is it personal preference?
Some trucks are heavier than others. Some were lighter than others. Like I was like a street skater, so I always wanted like a lighter setup because I was trying to flip my board up in the air and jump off of stuff. If you skate a lot of ramps, you'd have like some heavier, like Independent was like those were like the heavy trucks back then. I want to say I had like Thunder or Crux, I think they were.
Thunder, I think I've heard of those guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then decks, I mean, I went through a few different companies. There was these ones called Mini Logo I used to get that were like a generic brand, and they were like $15 cheaper than the expensive ones.
Well, when you're growing up, man, $15 is a lot of money.
It was, yeah. Yeah,
You know, did you ever-
my parents were great. They'd help me with that stuff, but
Oh.
yeah, it was I got
Shout
lucky.
out for mom and dad for helping you out
Oh.
with that.
yeah, more than they'll ever know.
Did you do any longboarding?
The longboard is the wrong board.
Ooh, ooh, brutal. Dude, I was on a Sector 9,
No,
man.
I got nothing against longboards, but no, I didn't. I was always on a regular skateboard.
All right, cool. Hey, so once you picked up the skateboard, did you put down the scooter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Couldn't pick that
That
thing
was
up
it.
again.
Nope, you're done with that.
Friends
So
would made fun of me.
were you like wearing safety gear when you were out doing this, or we kind of like doing the hardcore thing, huh?
We didn't wear nothing.
Do you regret that now?
No, because I guess I got yeah, I do just because I wish it would make me more strict with my kids doing it too.
Hmm.
People will probably get pissed at me for this because I know parents are supposed to make sure the kids always wear a helmet. But like sometimes if my kids, they ride the skateboard around the house or they're riding the bike out in the driveway, like putting around and they don't have their helmet on, I'm not like so quick to run out and be like, hey, put your helmet on. Uh, my wife probably does more than me, but I think that it's just the skateboarder in me is like, it's okay. But I
I
know
love it.
the helmets are very important. Say I take safety very important on the job now. Like, you know,
Of course, of course. So, but you never like, did you ever pull any major injuries from?
sprained each ankle a handful of times. I whacked my head a few times. Like definitely probably some concussions.
Okay, cool.
A lot of gashes. Like I got a really gnarly like hole kind of in my shin from I was at a skateboard camp and this kid just dropped in on another side of a ramp in front of me and flung it out, like shot it into my shin. And it looked like somebody
Oh,
took like a softball and just jammed it under the skin. And it was a good couple months of
oh, like
recovery on that one.
the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie where he's kicking the bamboo
Yeah.
tree until he knocks it down because the sensei was like, "Keep kicking, you
Yeah.
sissy."
Oh yeah. So
Oh
so now I got
man.
a spot in my shin still that I got no feeling there.
So whenever you like slip on a joist now and scrape it along, have you ever done that?
I think my shins are tougher. I think I'm
Yeah, you're
more
probably blessed.
immune
You're
to
blessed
hitting
that
my
way
shins
now.
on
Yeah,
the joists.
yeah, they're iron
Um,
shins.
yeah, maybe.
Radical. Okay, so what was high school like for you then? Like you got through
Oh,
junior high.
high school
You're
was fun.
yeah,
It was a good time.
yeah. Okay, cool. So the GPA a little lower on that end, or
It started to go down. Yeah, as the like once I got my license, I was in
mm-hmm.
school a little less. I was skipping class.
Oh, all right.
Skipping class, smoking pot. That kind of.
How did
Can I
you?
say that on here? Or do I gotta save that for the
Yeah,
Patreon? Okay,
dude,
yeah.
seriously, like yeah,
It's
like you
legal
can
where I
say
live
anything.
anyway, so
Well,
well
Calvin,
nowadays.
Calvin's our editor as well. So if there's
Okay.
something
No,
he
I'm very
finds,
open about that. I'm not
no, thank you.
like
Yeah, we
I'm
want you
not
to,
worried about
dude.
it.
It makes for a way better podcast.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I was skipping class, getting stoned and skating with my friends. That was like what we
Fun.
did.
Well,
I
you're
did, and then
learning.
yeah, and then 11th grade I dropped out
Okay,
initially because I had so I have a couple of friends that are now pro skateboarders, guys I used to skate with,
really?
like out in California. One of them skated in the Olympics, Manny Santiago. Sure, maybe some people will know who he is if listen to
Cool.
us, but it's so like I said, I was good, but I was never that good. But skating with guys that good, like it brings the level up
Yeah,
for sure. Like I got
yeah,
better quick when I started skating with guys like that.
dude.
Um,
That's
yeah,
radical, man. What an awesome thing to say, to be able to say is like, yeah, I skated with these guys that are, they just kept going, and
yeah,
that's
yeah. It was
insane. So you dropped out in 11th grade.
Eleventh
Did you
grade,
get
yes.
did you get a GED or anything, or was it just
And
that something?
so initially I didn't, and then my dad talked me into going back to high school towards
Yeah.
my senior on a reduced schedule. Like so, I was doing like two or three classes in the high school, and then I was on what was called a STEP program. So I was going to the community college to do the other classes. So at the same time as I was going to finish high school, I was going to start college and start getting credits toward that too.
Hmm, okay.
So I did that for the first half of senior year until December.
Hmm.
And then there was like semester break for colleges get like a way more time off than high school got, which I thought was cool. So I got the college break, not the high school break. And then in on that break, I started went out and installed some doors with some of my dad's guys for the first time. Um,
Okay.
and then I don't know if I'm jumping around too much here actually with that, but
No, no. So you're about
yeah,
18 years old when you started doing that.
I was 17. Yeah, I turned
Okay.
18 in March. This was December, so I was 17 still. So I went out for a month with these guys, and I was making like $200 a day, and I was like, no way, like this is
Yeah.
like good money. So on this after that semester break, I was like, I really was not still feeling school. I didn't want to. I didn't like it. It wasn't. I didn't see myself going to college.
Mhm.
I always liked carpentry. Like I used to build skateboard ramps, and I just never found, never really thought about making money with it. Even though my parents owned that business, I was just like so rebelling against my dad and mom at the time, probably that I was like, I'm not going to do what they do. I'm going to do my own thing. But then I saw the money you could make, and that was like, all right, this is some, it wasn't hard. Like it was kind of fun, and So I dropped out at that point. Got a pickup truck, got tools. My parents helped me out with both of those, so I was incredibly lucky.
Nice.
Like I was not on my own at all. But they made me get my GED first. They said, you can work for us, but you got to get your GED. So
That's respectable.
that was the easiest test I ever took. I was done like 2 hours before everybody else in there. I'm kind of looking around like, did I do something wrong? Should I like wait around a bit? And I walked out and I passed it, and that's what started my journey into being a door installer.
All right. Cool. And your dad had this. So did you guys like have a business besides the Home Depot part where like if people needed a door installed, they could just call your company?
They never did work on. They relied solely on Home Depot for everything.
Wow.
I
Put all their
remember
eggs in one basket.
we
Huh?
did a couple. Yeah. We did a couple additions. Like what's that called? We did one addition throughout the years, and then like a couple odd jobs here and there. But Home Depot is very strict about like, we weren't. There was social media wasn't around. Like they didn't advertise because Home Depot does the advertising for you at that point. And they were very strict about if a customer. We were there for a door, and a customer said like, "Hey, I want some siding done." I said, "No, I'll call Home Depot siding people. They'll do it." Like we couldn't take any of that. And my parents were really, really strict about their guys and them like not. And of course, some of the guys, we had 15 crews at one point. So, and I know a lot of those
Wow.
guys did take work from other customers, but it just was like, no, I mean, they got enough work. I mean, it was a huge company at one point, like
Yeah.
bigger than I would ever want to do.
Yeah. A nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Babysitting.
But you got two customers. You got your customer, and then you got the Home Depot designer or millwork associate, or it's not again, it's no nice way to say this, but it's not like the cream of the crop selling you doors. There are people who really know what they're doing in those
Right.
stores, but it's getting worse. It's getting hard to go in there and find someone who actually can, to go sit down and be like, hey, I need this door with this size jam and this, I need these types of hinges and double bore, and they're like, what's a double bore? So it's like it was tough.
Yeah, I could see that because I was approached by Home Depot a couple times many years ago, and they wanted to make more money on the deck than I was going to make. I'm like, I am not doing this for this price, dude. I'm sorry. And they're like, I don't understand. You're going to make $500 on this in a day. I'm like, dude, I make $5,000 a day, and you want me to drop my price to this? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
And they just came in with the wrong set of directives, so I'm surprised that you guys were able to make it a profitable venture, and good on you and your dad and his business for doing that. Cause
I don't know
I didn't see how.
I guess it was just by the volume.
Yeah, maybe.
But I mean, like a storm door used to be, a guy used to get $50 to install a storm door, and the customer would pay like 127. Home Depot would take 77.
Yeah.
We get, or no, my parents, they would take a little too, but it was like, it was, once I stopped doing the Home Depot stuff, my eyes were like, whoa, like this is the kind of money you can make out there on your own.
Right.
So yeah, it was.
So how long did you install doors with your parents or your dad?
About 15 years.
Oh, okay.
14 years, 15 years. Yeah. I went through every part of the company. So I went from being a storm door only installer to storm doors and entry doors to then, big 6-foot, 8-foot patio doors. Always on my own too. Never with a helper really. Like
really?
Actually, no, not never. I had helpers here and there, but I always knew how to do it. Like I always had in my head, like I don't need someone else with me. It was more nice for the cleanup and that kind of thing.
Sure.
And yes, and I worked my way through every part of the company from installer to I did, just straight up measures and with 35 Home Depots, we would cover the whole, a good portion of the state of Massachusetts into southern New Hampshire, southern Maine, a little bit into Connecticut here and there. So wow. I really learned how to deal with every type of client doing the Home Depot gig.
Right. How many doors do you think you've installed?
Thousands. Thousands, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. Definitely, it's got to be thousands.
That's a lot.
I don't have a count on it, but
so like, what have you ever been surprised? Like when you go, okay, hey, Mike, we want to take this 5-foot window opening and put a 6-foot slider in it. So you got to like do more than just your average tear out. You gotta widen, put in new headers and cut into the walls, and there might be money or rats or whatever in the walls, and what has anything ever surprised you when you open something up like that?
I never found anything that cool doing
Yeah.
doors. Like old newspapers for insulation, like newspapers
Yeah.
from the 1920s and stuff. A lot of the houses around us are older, like early
Mm-hmm.
1900s. No, like I never pulled any like dead animals out of doors, or I've now found more. I found way more under decks these days than I ever found
Yeah. Right.
indoors.
Have you seen that prank going around where somebody buries a fake skeleton under the deck,
Yeah,
and they say, "Yeah, the next guy that gets here is gonna really freak out when he
yeah,
sees
yeah,
this or something."
yeah.
I always thought
I
people
would.
keep sending me that. I've seen that. I've seen that meme like 1,000 times.
Yeah, I don't. I would. I'd be laughing at after, I think, but not at first.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Crazy. Okay, cool. So how? Okay, so you're doing this for about 10. You said 10+ years, right?
Yeah, 10, 15. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're close to 30 years old. You're
Yep.
in your 30s.
Yep.
And what happens next? What changes?
Well, 2020, things changed for a lot of people, um, me included. Um, so um, I we lost our contract with Home Depot right
Hmm.
at the same time that our governor shut everything down. Like our contract ended with Home Depot. We were outbid by a nationwide company for lower pricing than we were, or no, it was higher pricing, but lower pricing than we were asking for. It was a review time, and my parents we got in touch with all the other local installers, like that had, we had like 30 stores at that time, I think, or, other guys had like 5, 10. So we got with all the guys, and there was no union, but we said like, hey, we all want more money. As you said, they don't pay well. And we had been doing it for cheap for so long, and we all got together and agreed on like, we're going to go in with this pricing. If we all go in with it, they ain't going to say no, because we covered like the whole, all basically all of New England together. And they said no, and they went with this company RFI. They do they do it. They had like 1,500 Home Depots at the time. I think they were the biggest installer in the country, and they took the contract. And then all the my dad, we always called them bigwigs, but like all the corporate guys and like district service managers and stuff were like, you guys can, and this company included, were like, now you guys can go work for this company. So basically, like another piece of the pie being cut. And in my head, I was like, I have not worked this hard and learned the business this much to go now work for somebody else for,
Right.
like, I didn't want that. So I said absolutely not at that point. I was like, we're not gonna, and my parents agreed. And we told Home Depot basically, we told RFI like no, which we knew was gonna screw them because they didn't have anyone just to take it over. Like that's a lot of stores to find someone just to jump in to do. And we had a set date that like we were done. So I remember one of the guys from Home Depot on the phone. He was like, he was trying to get me to like still do it. And when I told, I very firmly was like, no. And he was like, this is like one of the biggest mistakes you're ever going to make in your life. And it was like the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, of
Looking back on
course.
it now, but
Good for you, man. Good on you.
yeah, yeah,
So was this a point where you were with you're talking to your parents, everybody's on
yeah,
the same page.
yeah.
Did you guys decide to separate or dissolve or what
No,
happened there?
so we were going to get into flipping houses. We were going to try to
Okay.
like do work on our own, but also we were going to buy a house to flip.
Cool.
So we were around like February, January was when all the stuff at Home Depot, started to dissolve. And March was going to be the date that it was like ending. Like we were going to finish out the work we had, and that was it. Towards January, February, I talked with my parents, my dad, and we were like, we're going to flip how we want to get a house and flip houses. Because we're like, that'd be so fun to do with no customer. We own the building. We do it how we want to do it, and we sell it. And then all the pandemic stuff started happening. And
Right.
slowly I could see my dad was getting scared. We had another friend of mine that I worked out with. This guy was really wealthy who was going to invest some money into it. He was starting to get kind of nervous too, but he was still in. Like he was still going to put the money into it. And then the day of the closing on the house, my dad decided to back out.
Hmm.
And I didn't have enough of anything into it. Like it wasn't really my choice at that time to say like I was going to do all the work. That's what I was going to offer to it, but I didn't have money to put into it. I didn't have a name, like like it wasn't my credit score on any of it. And so we backed out. And at that point, I decided I was going to have to try to get the word out there to do work on my own. Um, and they were going to go back to do 3 stores for these people for Home Depot. Like, so they were going to sub out for the other company and just keep one guy on. They were looking at retiring like in a couple
Sure.
of years anyway. So they didn't need it to have the big operation. And so they still did the Home Depot thing. And I started my journey of working for myself, like working for myself still under the Malkin and Sons name. But I started an Instagram page at that point called Malkin Renovations.
Okay.
And that was like the start of Malkin and Daughters was first Malkin Renovations, I guess.
So when he says Malkin, yep.
Malkin
and Sons,
Yep.
do you have a brother or?
I have an older brother, Andrew. Yeah, he's
Okay.
3 years older than me.
And was he in the business as well?
No, he's a musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He went to Berkeley in Boston,
Cool.
and he's now a music teacher in Boston.
Okay.
And
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the and son, it's plural, but so technically he had 2 sons, but only one of them was in the business.
Yeah. My brother, amazing musician, not much of a carpenter. And if he
Roger
listens
that.
to this, he'll agree with that. I'm not talking shit there.
That's fair. Yep, that's fair. Roger.
But he can play the hell out of any instrument he teaches every instrument to kids. It's pretty cool.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, my
man,
little
right
niece,
on.
she's already like a whiz on the piano and the keyboard. And I'm like, I'll get my kids over there for some lessons.
Right on. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You never know what might hit. You never know.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I'm in the camp of letting them try whatever they want to try. So if it's drums, trumpet, flute, have at it.
Right on. Right on. Cool. So, all right. So now you're in your early 30s, maybe? When you started?
I started, so this is 2020 when that started. I started getting the word out there on my own. And the first thing I did was I made a wine rack. I went down the street. I hadn't gotten any work yet, but I saw a place that was giving away free pallets, and there was some nice hardwood ones. So I went and got those. I made a wine rack and put it up for sale and sold it for $50. So that was my first job, I guess, on my own, is selling a pallet wine rack.
That's cool.
And I put that post on Instagram. That's how I sold it, by putting a post on Instagram. That was like my first journey into my first start into the posting more about that stuff too, I guess. And through that post, someone else saw it and was like, hey, like if you're doing that, like I need this done. And then that's how I kind of started to do that. Just word started to get out about me doing, not Home Depot work anymore. And it just like honestly has not stopped since. Since like 2020 to now has just been like, it's been busy.
Cool. Good for you. So you're in your mid 30s right now then?
I'm 38, almost 38.
Okay.
37
All right,
right now. Yeah.
So from the time you started your Malcolm construction or turned it into Malkin, is a business name Malkin and Daughters now?
Yeah, Malkin and Daughters. It's Malkin and Daughters Decks and Renovations LLC is like the legal name, but my van says Malkin and Daughters Decks and Doors on it.
Okay. All right, cool.
And that was in 2022 when my second daughter was born, is when I started, like actually filed the paperwork for that as a name.
And what's your primary? What do you like to do? What's your mostly done project or type of work?
Decks. In 2020, like I'm sure I know you were already building decks at that point, but I'm sure you felt the push of it. Like nobody was having, people weren't letting anybody in their house. Like outdoor living was really exploding. So like I guess I just jumped on the deck boom and really latched onto it, and I just haven't let go since.
Yeah, COVID was not a bad thing for deck builders.
I never stopped. Like people got mad at me because we were supposed to stay home. I was still going into Home Depot and getting materials.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to my lumberyard, and that's when I really got into decks. Cause like, look, I'm outside. Like it's a safe job. With whatever people were worried about. It was a good time, I guess, to jump into it.
Right on. Well, I can see why you like it.
Yeah.
I like building decks as well. I mean, that's the only thing I do.
Yeah.
I've been blessed. I haven't had to do anything else that I haven't wanted to so far.
When's the last time you did something other than a deck?
That's all I've ever done.
Really?
Decks and patio covers. Basically,
Yeah,
that's it.
it's
Railing, anything that has to do with the deck, and pavers. But I kind of got out of pavers because they're freaking heavy.
yeah. So I was
And
thinking of getting into them, but I don't want to give myself any
well,
premature
I'm
back
20 years
issues.
older than you, so
Yeah. I also don't have machines or anything like that.
yeah,
So
and I'll be honest, like having hydraulics is next level. Like it takes you up a level.
yeah,
I'll
I thought
never
about
get
it.
rid of it. Yeah, I'll never get rid of my hydraulic machines until I die.
Yeah.
I mean, I like having them around just to lift stuff, like my garbage cans into my truck.
Well, yeah, that's what I want it for now. More so is like moving
No?
stuff around the yard and
Heck yeah. Oh man, it's awesome. It's awesome to have them, and then you got them for at your disposal when you have those projects. If I can fit a skid steer on a project, I'll invert forks so I can get the materials up to 10 feet off the ground, just so I can get them to the guys. It's exploiting the machine is definitely where it's at, and
yeah.
it's a great thing to have. But it takes time. It takes time to acquire that stuff. And then there's maintenance involved and all those other things that go with it. So
I almost did about a year ago. I had a job that had 20 piles on it, I think, or 22 piles. It was enough piles that I could have put a down payment on a machine. I didn't have the money to buy one cash, but I was like, I just the guys I use to install my piles are so great, and like that's never like I'm never playing the waiting game. They're always it's just easier. I think like if I had a bigger operation maybe, but I would want one for like moving snow and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
nice.
Yeah.
We don't get much snow here, but when we do, I can move it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's awesome. Yeah. So can you still profit from, like, if you have a pile person come in and do your piles, how do you bill out for that? Is that something like you charge per pile, or is it just an overall cost, or do you just inject it into the price of the deck?
I know his cost per pile, so when I'm quoting it, I give his cost. I put a few bucks extra for if I need, like some towns require an engineer stamp or but like I really try hard to like not mark up stuff that I'm not doing a lot on. Like what's justified is justified. Like running a business costs money, but like I'm not like a markup 30-40% on some guy's thing if I'm just because and I think that helps keep me busy. I think it's just I'm not like inflating so much. My labor's not cheap though. Like I get it back on the labor. I think anyway.
So I want to get more into the finances and stuff in the bonus episode.
Yep.
So if you want to hear about that, you got to go subscribe to our Patreon channel.
I'll tell everything.
Yes, he'll spill the beans. It's interesting to find out how different guys charge and what they're charging and that kind of thing. But I like to save that for a more specific audience. So let's put that one on the back burner, but we'll definitely come back and touch on it. So when did you get into social media?
I really started getting into it in August 2022. So my second daughter was born in April, and then the company started that June, and then I time lapsed my first time lapse of a deck was in August 2022, and that's why I started. I just did day 1, day 2, day 3, and I just started doing daily videos of because it was easy. Like I would just set it up. I didn't have to move it around that much, and I was not at all comfortable like talking to a camera or doing anything beyond that. So that's what I did.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I had like You said everyone starts with no followers, I guess, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just Go ahead.
No, I remember I had 480 on my personal Instagram, and I was like, I just want to get this account past that. Like this will be cool when I get past that.
Where are you at right now?
Like 13 on Instagram, I think.
Nice.
But it's funny. Like it's always been like when when you had 500, you're like, oh, when I get to 1,000, I'll be excited. And then you get to 1,000, you're like, oh, when I get to 2,000, that'll be cool. So since 10,000, I've been kind of like about the follower thing. I don't know. Like I understand it's a necessity to the business to like grow it, but I try not to worry about it. I don't want to like obsess over things I can't control, I guess.
No, it's just being consistent. And
Yeah.
to be honest, engagement is more important than the amount of followers you have.
I believe so. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that have good engagement. And the thing is, with a smaller account, you have higher engagement.
Yeah.
With an account that has a lot of followers, your engagement rate is so much lower than, so it actually, sometimes it'll bite me on the butt because I have so many followers that my engagement rate, if I can't hook everybody.
Yeah.
I have a really diverse audience. It's all over the world.
Yeah.
So you can't hook everybody on everything unless I'm doing a water witching video, man. If I'm doing a water witching video, it doesn't matter. I got everybody's attention.
How many views did that one get? I remember seeing that one.
Okay, so the first time I put it out, it got 44 million views.
Yeah.
And then the second time, just in December, since December, like late December, I'm talking like Christmas, Christmas, it's gotten 35 million more.
That's wild.
I cut the video down a little bit and I said, don't shoot the messenger at the top because I knew what was about to happen. And then didn't we put it back up on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
And we got how many? 4 million. Like that's like our first viral video, right?
That's a lot on YouTube.
I'm trying to dissect why that video was a lightning in a bottle.
It just pisses people off, man. Really pisses everybody off.
The most watched one I've ever had was me just whacking off boards from a track saw cut into a barrel, and I missed a couple, and that really pissed some people off. And the video got 11 million views.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great, man? It's
just
a wonderful feeling, man.
It's funny.
You never know what's gonna hit. You never know.
No, you don't.
But what's funny, what I noticed was, I was like, okay, I'm going to repost. What I did was I found my most viral videos that I've ever done on my page.
Yeah.
And I decided to start reposting those because we took some time off. We had some time off from Christmas to New Year's. It's like, how am I going to fill 14 days, maybe 20 days of content? So because of the size of my account, Instagram allowed me to choose my most viewed videos for some reason. A lot of guys don't have this option, but I did. I'm like, okay. So it populated my most viewed videos in order on my page. Nice. I'm like, well, this is cool. I just started ripping every single one of them, and then I just started reposting them. And all of a sudden, talk about engagement. Holy crap, my engagement rate went through the roof because I started doing these old Stabila challenges and water witching and just anything that like made sense, right? They got millions of views. And it is interesting to find like why, and Calvin's right, like why did this work? Why did it work so well? But I think the water witching, I had no idea that this guy was going to take a piece of Romex, strip the wires out of it, and be able to figure out where the water line came in, which the city of Tacoma wouldn't do for me. And everybody else says, oh, you just went inside the house and looked at where the water came in. No, he didn't. This guy did what he did. It was straight up
I've
honest.
seen other people do it. Like I'm a believer. I'm not a skeptic.
Yeah, and there's so many skeptics. I think it's because so many skeptics are on board with just hate, and they just want to disprove the fact that you're right. Yeah. Like, no, you're not. This is factually, it's like persecuting the Christians or something. It's just like
fun fact. I learned in that process that water winching goes back to ancient Egyptian times.
I believe it.
So it's not like a new thing. It's not a new concept that just came out,
I think the aliens did it. I think the aliens did it as well. They taught the Egyptians
as well.
But people's brains are smoother these days, so I don't know.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? There's a lot of medication out there, man. But
that is true.
It's funny though that the one from Christmas it still gets like hundreds of comments every day. Yeah. So now I'm going to start posting that every year.
Yeah, why not?
Because it just boosts my total overall engagement. Like for Christmas time every year, I'm going to post the same 14 videos, one a day, and it's just going to do nothing but good. So I might even do it every 6 months just to see if I can really upset the internet. But this ain't about me anyway. I was just funny, and that's really good. 14 million views just from Smack. I'm gonna have to try that now. Now you got me going. I'm like, maybe I should try that.
Yeah, it's I've had a couple of them go like that was never as many as 11 million, but I've had a couple go pretty big that way.
That's crazy. It just it's amazing. It's interesting to see what will grab what Instagram grabs onto and what it shares to. Its audience,
it's a weird game because like I don't jump on like trendy videos and like I don't like I don't want to do like the trends that everyone else is doing just to get like the
You don't
views.
dance.
I
You don't dance,
I
and
don't
you don't.
dance.
You're not goofy,
I dance at weddings, and that's about it. And I need
and you
quite a few
don't.
drinks to do that. So
What you don't try to get people to get pissed off at something that you did.
I am one of the most anti-rage bait people out there. I'm not about it. Like I want to bring people together in what I do, not
Yeah, totally,
know.
bro. I'm with you, man. I don't
mean,
do any of that either.
the best thing I get out of any of it is like if somebody says like, "Hey, man," like I've gotten a couple that they're like, "Hey, I was thinking of going off on my own to start my own deck company, and I've been watching your videos for a while, and like I decided to do it because of that." I'm like that is like wicked cool.
Dude, it is. It's crazy too to me. I mean, because I am older than you, so it's like I remember when I was your age, and I still had help back in my mid 30s or late 30s. But for you to do it all on your own, that's next level. Next level aspirations to be doing stuff like that.
It's something.
you tore. Are you keeping that screened in room part of that build you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just kind of like working around and like temping it up and things until you build back underneath it?
I just got my whole perimeter framed in today, all the beams and everything. So it's just sitting on a couple pieces of deck boards on it now. So once I slide my border in, it's good to go. I did it. So, I was like really nervous about that actually.
I'm kind of curious, like anybody listening to this or watching it on YouTube, if you don't follow Mike Malkin, maybe, and Mike, you should pay attention to your follower count right now. And then maybe I would like to see how many people will actually go and follow him to see what I'm talking about. Because it's kind of cool, like kind of crazy to do something like that where you have this complete screened in room and you're tearing the deck out underneath it, but you're leaving the screened in areas intact so you can build back up into it.
I thought about, I didn't know if I was going to have to take it. Like I quoted this whole job just based off of pictures my aunt sent me. I hadn't had eyes on it. So, it's gone fairly well considering.
Good for you.
That, but
well,
I just had to wait a couple of days on some stainless hardware that you would think down in this area of Florida, every place would stock it, right?
You would think,
but no.
But no,
they don't.
Call Jimmy Ware up and get some Ware deck over there.
Yeah, the whole thing is it's all Owen Sporting decking, Owen Sporting framing.
You're going a whole enchilada.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This thing's buried. It's buried in the ground, so it was so rotted and like 11 years old, I think, the old one. So
wow, see, that's just not. There's no value in an 11-year-old. The deck, if it's 11 years old, it should still be standing strong and doing just fine. But
it was because disintegrating.
Let's talk about it. So it's the environment it's in. For one, you have insects and bugs and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's in the sand. Like it's like I'm looking at if I open the window here, I can see the ocean right there.
Really?
Good on you. I dug down. You do your footings down 12 inches here, which is I don't know how deep. We have to go 4 feet where I am, so it's like
forget that.
Yeah, so I was. But I went down 2 feet in one here, and I'm seeing water already. So I was like, I can't go much deeper than that.
No, don't go any deeper.
Fill
Stop.
that back.
Yeah, fill it. Oops, throw a little more sand back in there.
Yeah.
Well, at least it compacts well.
Yeah, no, it does. No, so now I'm smooth sailing from here. I'll work this weekend. I'll work till about 4 during the Super Bowl, and then hang out with my cousins and stuff here to watch that.
Nice. Who are you rooting for?
I got to be the Patriots, right? I don't watch football at all, to be clear. Like I don't. You're okay. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're like supposed to be rivals right now.
Broke my heart.
I don't watch football at all, so I don't really. Go Seahawks then, right? I don't know. Everyone's gonna be pissed at me back home for that now.
No, whatever.
I do remember the last. I watched the last Super Bowl we faced each other though, and that was entertaining. So
yeah,
it'd be cool to have a game like that again, I guess.
Yeah, I think we deserve to win just because of that last play of the game. But I'm biased, right?
Of course,
it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm a big Seahawks fan. I admit it.
Yeah,
I like to watch the games, and man, it was fun to watch the team this season. Like all season, it was like really fun to watch. And I was like, man, I hope they make it to the Super Bowl. But I was kind of like, probably not. But it'd be really cool to see them go. And all of a sudden, well, here they are, ready to go.
No, my mom is a super fan. Like she's religiously watches football.
So when you're done with this podcast, call her up and then say, hey, Dr. Dex says, caca.
I will.
Okay, so I guess, so where are we at? We're at 50 minutes already? Yeah. Wow. Okay, we got about 10 minutes. Okay. So let's talk about current events a little bit. First of all, is there anything that you would like to say, Mike? I've been steering the conversation, but is there anything that you want to let me know?
No, I'm happy to let you drive. I don't,
All
I
right.
don't know what to say.
All right. No, cool. No, cool. I mean, this
yeah.
has gone exceptionally well.
Like, I don't have any, I mean, I'd like to say, I miss my family right now. Mila and Amelia, if they listen to this, and Alessandra, I miss all of them.
Make them listen. Make them listen to it.
I will.
Sweet little girls.
Other than that, I don't really have much to shout out, though.
How old are your girls?
8 and 4.
And how long have you been married for?
13 years.
Where did you meet your wife?
12 or 13. I met her down in Mexico on vacation.
What?
And so I struggle to say 12 or 13 because we got married a year to the day from when we met. So it's like, I'm always like, we've been together 13, married. I think it's 2013. Yeah. 13 years.
So you knew her about a year before you tied the knot.
Yeah. We did like a long distance thing for a bit. And then
what part of Mexico were you in?
Merida, Yucatan. Down near like on the tip of the peninsula, near about 3 hours from Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah, she was living there at the time, and I was there on vacation.
Yeah. So is she native?
Yeah, she's from there. Yeah, she was born in Mexico City, and she was living with her grandfather at the time in Merida.
And what nationality are you?
I'm American.
Oh, come on now.
I mean, I'm
what's your heritage?
Ashkenazi Jew, whatever that would be. We did the 23andMe, so I'm 75% that.
Wow. That's
10% British, Irish, a little German, Eastern European. We'll say.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite kind of food?
Probably pizza. I love pizza. Yeah.
Do you?
But I like
what all right. Well, what kind of pizza are we talking?
I don't know if it's like New York style. So we got this place called Garlic Breath up near us.
Garlic Breath?
And
sounds delicious.
The guy that does the pizza reviews from Barstool, he went there recently, and I couldn't get pizza there for like 2 months because it was so busy. But I want to say that's like a New York style. But I had Chicago deep dish for the first time this year too, and that was amazing. So I don't discriminate. All pizza's good.
Okay, so Kiki and I went to New York City a while back, and it's no joke, man. Like, you could go to any street corner, any pizzeria, they're all good.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have good pizza in New York City, you might as well shut the doors because nobody gonna buy it from you because you can walk down the next block and get a piece that you like.
Yeah, right? It's funny how every area kind of has their thing like that, where it's like, doesn't matter where you go, but you get it. It's gonna be good.
Do you like bagels at all?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, bagels and cream cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Next time when an IBS comes back to Vegas, we'll have to go over to Bagel Mania, man. That joint is on point.
Oh, I haven't been there.
Oh, dude. Oh, you're missing out. Yeah. It's just like New York style bagels and cream cheese and schmears and all this other stuff. Yeah. I'm like, I'll take it all. I'll have page one, please.
We got this place called Bagel World near us. That's always like in the big bagel spot.
Right on. Okay, so you're 75% Jewish.
Yeah, I'm not religious really by any means, but like heritage-wise, though. Like if I were to pick one, I guess that would be it.
All right. Well, I mean, American, I totally get you. I feel you on that. I'm all Eastern European. Calvin, man, he's a big mix of all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah. So my kids are a little more mixed than me. My oldest daughter, she was born in Mexico when we were living down there.
Oh, really? How cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you lived in Mexico?
Yeah, we moved there. I lived there twice. Once for a couple months before we actually got married here. And then when she was pregnant in 2017, we moved there. And my first daughter was born there. And we moved back here in like January 2019.
So how could you totally skip over that in our conversation?
We didn't get to it.
Dude.
It was like, I don't know. It went through something. We found something else. I don't know.
Come on, bro. So, okay, I have so many questions. Like, okay, so you met your wife in Mexico, and then what? Did you come back to the States and it's like, oh, I really miss this chick?
No, I met her in 2012. We kept in touch, and she was studying in Madrid. I went to Madrid to visit her. That's where I asked her to be my girlfriend. And then that's where I also decided, like, I'm going to move to Mexico. I was living in southern New Hampshire at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the fact is, I just didn't think it would be, it wasn't a very diverse area. So I thought I would have an easier time moving to Mexico. I walked away from everything. Like my house I owned, my truck, I dropped it off at the bank. And in November of 2012, I flew to Mexico with like $5,000 in my pocket. and lived with her. I proposed to her there. I bought some tools at Sears, did some carpentry and stuff, and then in like December, so after like or January, after 2 months, we decided like we wanted to move back to the U.S. So we did, and then we tried it again in 2017.
So how does citizenship work for her? If you're an
We
American,
we went through the whole thing. So she came in. I guess we didn't do anything illegal. She came in here. She had a tourist visa, and she
Mhm.
came in here. We actually ran all this through a lawyer before we came in, so I know it's legal.
Oh, okay.
She came in on a tourist visa, and then we were going to get married anyway. So I applied for like a change of status or something like that, I think it was. But man, it cost us $5,000. Like it was like 5 years, I think, before she had her citizenship.
Oh,
It was
That's
a
it?
process. Yeah, I mean,
Only
we did it.
5?
We did it as fast as we could. Like it was like, do this, whatever, work permit, green card. How many, whenever she
this
could
is like
apply for
10.
things, we
This is like
applied for
10
it.
years ago, though, right?
Long time. Yeah, this was in
This was 10 years ago,
2013.
before
This
the
was yeah,
prices jacked.
it was easy under Obama. I gotta say, it was a lot easier then, but still
I,
not easy.
I'm 5 figures into my relationship just to get her here
Yeah, it's
over time.
and now my mother-in-law lives with us now. She's has a green card.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then so she'll be getting her citizenship. I don't know when, but
That's
yeah,
really
so that's
interesting. So, do you speak Spanish?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually, I've been trying to put out a story in Spanish every day
Yeah.
to just to get more comfortable with it. And like, there's not a lot of people doing Spanish content out there. Short of like
No.
Tony,
Tony.
David. Like,
Buenas.
there's not. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got to spend some
Yeah.
good time. I like Tony a lot. I got to spend some good time with him out in Arizona.
He's okay, man. He's an all right dude.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Very, very, very
And
generous.
David
with his
is too.
information,
David's very generous as well.
I haven't gotten to meet him yet in person.
I've been to his house. He's up near you, I think, up in that
I
neck
think
of
he's
the
in
woods.
New York, upstate New York or something.
Yeah, man.
But,
no, Providence. He's not too far from, like, an hour out of Providence or something like that. Yeah, maybe that is. My geography sucks. So
yeah. But yeah, no, I do speak Spanish.
That's awesome. So when your wife's cursing you out, you totally know what she's saying.
For the most part, yeah.
Are your kids bilingual
Sometimes
too?
she'll go like rapid fire way too fast.
Oh yeah,
you know
that's
when her and her mom are talking together. Sometimes I don't know what they're saying, but
no
that can play to my advantage sometimes too.
Of course, ignorance is bliss, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So what did you like about living in Mexico, and what did you not like about living in Mexico?
I mean, the food is amazing. The people are amazing. Like some of the nicest people I've ever met. Some of the most giving people I've ever met. Like willing to help. What I didn't like is everything is very slow. Slower than Florida. I'm just taking jabs at Florida.
Whoa, that's really slow, man.
No, it was and my wife will tell you this too. Like just the basic amenities. Like we have all the amenities in Mexico that you have here, but like to get someone to come out for the internet, it's like a 3-day process. To get someone to come out, like just to get somebody to come out for something can be a process. Nobody's in a rush to do much, and I'm jealous that I can't be that way. But growing up where I grew up, I could never snap into that mentality of like, just let things happen as they happen. I'm always like, oh, we gotta get this done, get that done. And
sure. I understand where you're coming from on the get it done thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
I'm the same way.
Tough for me to go slow. I like to go fast with stuff. So
there's no island time over here.
Yeah, exactly. But we go back as much as we can still.
Okay.
And
that's really radical, man. Does she have family? Still have a lot of family down there?
Yeah, her grandfather, her aunt, and her like her cousin, who's kind of like one of her sisters. They all live in Merida, where we met, and then her father and her brothers are in Mexico City, and her stepmother. Cool. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any hobbies or anything like that you like to do?
Yeah. Fish. I like fishing a lot. Fishing. I do a couple camping trips every year. I used to do a lot more. I work so much now that's kind of become my hobby. And I thoroughly enjoy the work though. So like it's not it's not I would say that's building decks is kind of a hobby of mine too now.
Work does that to you. I think the funnest thing
Yeah.
I've done within my work spectrum, as far as the fun part, is I've invested heavily in drones.
Yes.
And I do, even if it's for 5 minutes at the end of the day, I still really enjoy flying those suckers around and flying inverted, or, you know, not inverted, but like nose in. And all the commands are reversed, and you're still like nailing it where you're putting that thing for the photograph and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really fun part of outdoor living. And if you're not capturing your work by aerial, something be wrong with you.
Oh, we got one. I just don't fly it. My wife flies it.
Oh, right on.
I'm afraid to. I don't want to crash it.
Well, crashing is part of flying.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Unless you're a 747 pilot, then that's a bad thing. But eventually, I mean, I thought I was a world champion, and I was somewhere, Vermont or something like that. I was filming another job site for somebody else, and just wasn't paying attention to those tree branches, man. And I clipped one, and
they get you.
There she went. Those minis aren't too bad to get repaired, but the bigger ones, they can cost a little bit.
That's what we got. We have a DJI like something mini.
Yep. Good. Those are good little drones. Just don't fly them in too high a wind, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what's your favorite part of building a deck?
Like in the process of it, or just framing? I'd say I like framing. Yeah, like beams to ready to put down decking is probably my favorite.
Cool.
I like all of it. There's really no part of it that I'm ever like, oh, like now we got to do.
Yeah, I dread this.
I don't dread any of it.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. Like there's work that I do dread, and I just don't do that work anymore.
There you go. Yeah, that's why I don't build fences.
Exactly. Well, I did one. I don't know if you saw me on Beat the Bully.
No, I missed that.
I went up and did Beat the Bully recently, and we did a fence and gate.
Oh, really?
And, and Gordon, I'm calling you out again on here. I want to do a deck.
Ooh, that shouldn't be hard. He's been trying to get me over there, but I just dude, I'm on the other side of the country, and for me to take three or 4 days off work.
Yeah, no, we got to hang out with him at Deck Expo a bit, and then cool. he asked me after that. I was like, absolutely.
Gordon's a good guy. He's got a lot going on, man. He's got a bright future ahead of him. So.
Yeah. He's another one. Very, like hanging out with him, learned a lot in the time I spent with him. Definitely.
Yeah. Apparently, he just said he's retired from building. I think he's a full-time content creator now.
That's right.
So he's probably the first guy. He's the first guy in our first guy in our sector to do it. He figured it out. So good on him. I'm still in the mix. Aspire to.
But do you want to do that, or do you because like I want to keep building. Like I don't know that I 100% respect what Gordon has going on. He's amazing at it. But I don't know that I'd want to.
Yeah. Well, in 10 years, I think I'm going to have to.
Yeah. Your body,
because my body's given out, man. I've had $500,000 in surgery so far just to keep myself together, So I have to.
You certainly got the following to.
Well,
to lean on that.
I think so.
Definitely.
And once our YouTube channel becomes a little bit more profitable, and as I get a little bit older and we get our more stable audience, right now things are kind of like, I'm like this, it's like high, low, and high. And like you said, followers, like don't get caught up in the followers. And I'm trying not to. So I'm trying to keep my engagement rate up by putting out just as quality of content as I can, but enough of it. You still got to put enough of it out. So not every piece is going to be polished unless you're like Gordon, where you say, okay, from now on, we're a content creator first and we're a builder second. And those guys, the guys that are doing that, don't take this the wrong way, but I've noticed the quality of their build doesn't quite match quality of the content.
You got to give more effort to one or the other.
Yeah.
Right now, more my effort is to the build than the content.
Yeah.
But
100%.
And until the content pays me enough, that's how it has to be.
I don't think I can let go of that. I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but I did enter a deck competition recently, and I did take first place. And to do that, you have to build a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to continue this over on our Patreon. Mike, Malkin, cool. Malkin and Daughters, we are out of time. But thank you very much for being on our podcast. We very much appreciate you. And if you guys want to hear more, go over and click subscribe to Patreon And we're going to get down and dirty with Mike Malkin. We're going to talk some numbers. All right. That's all we got time for, guys. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, click that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified. Go check out our page, Dr. Dex, right? That's a thing, isn't it? Because you can edit this out if you want.
My God.
Go over, and if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so as well. Thanks, guys, for watching. Mike Malkin, you the man. Ooh,
thank you.
Cracking knuckles. All right.
Sorry.
All right. That's all good. All right, guys. Have a good day. Over and out.